Hello guys, what's up? This is Watts with another market update. Let's start with Bitcoin. Last week we had uh, I I said last week that we would go down this week, and it did go down just because it was nearing where I said it would top for another leg down. So yeah, as it approached 22.2k or 21,152. I told you that we should be careful with the longs and not bet too much. If you weren't already on a long, you shouldn't be longing at this part because there's little upside left for Bitcoin. And we did get the reversal here at this level. We did get the reversal, and it just continued to go down and down. A part of that reason was it took some liquidity gaps and closed through it. That's why I was fairly sure that we would go down even more. Let me share you the trade. Let's get rid of this and this one. Okay. The trade that I took was within this level where we had breakdown of this support or swing point, then just taking the 0.5 of this liquidity gap, and that's where I found my entry. There was no need to go here, as the 0.5 or the equilibrium of that liquidity gap was enough for this one. Then it continued to take liquidity gaps below. The first one was this one. When it that was the primary target for this one, and when it finally closed here, when it closed below this level, I said that the next target was this one. What was this level, and we did reach that just earlier today, and we just had a random pump and dump. I think this was at least a 10% move, or 12% move on Bitcoin. A 12% move on Bitcoin. I slept through this. I didn't have any limits here, but a new game plan. We have a new game plan. Okay. What do we have for the next days or weeks? Just days, since we're just in the H4. Okay. If we close below this level right here, I expect it to target this level again. If we close this H4 candle below here, I expect it to target this one again. I expect it to target this candle again, this level, and then if it closes below that, I'm expecting this level is next. Okay, we just play it level to level and liquidity gap to liquidity gap. Then okay, for a continued upside, I would like to see us closing above this level on the H4. Okay, if it doesn't close above this level, then and closes below this, yeah, that will be the plan. But I am flat right now. Okay, that will be the plan for Bitcoin. If it closes above this LG right here, our next target would be this level. this level and this level. Okay, the plan is that simple, and you just need to be patient enough to wait for the levels to do what they're supposed to do. Okay, we have it here. Then this big wick up here doesn't look very bullish. I do expect continued downside. Alright, now this is in no way a bullish candle, and a retrace of half of it or most of it is not really bullish at all. And but if we do get a close above this level, you know, I'll just play the plan, removing my bias of being bearish or bullish, and just trading the charts. But I'm bearish overall. Okay. That's it with Bitcoin. Let's review some alts that I traded last week. Okay, let's start with AVAX. With AVAX, we did the same thing as with Bitcoin. We targeted this first level here. Then the next level I targeted was this one, and soon this one. It did give some reactions, but not that strong, which is a confirmation for more downside. Okay, so the level that we should close above for us to consider even an upside is this level right here, which is 17, and otherwise we have this liquidity gap to target even more. Okay, that's a trade which is a 3-hour trade, but it could have been let's target this one. It could have been a 6-hour trade, but you know, a 3-hour trade is good enough, since we'll have even more trades other than this. There will always be a trade on any market. So that's it for AVAX. I was fairly confident that it was going to nuke from here, and we didn't have to bid this high, just because Bitcoin is already at resistance here. Okay, bidding this would have let us miss our entries, and that wouldn't be very good. Okay, that's a completed trade. And next up we have Solana. Okay, for Solana we have trade number 1 for me. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, the target was this one, since that's the liquidity gap that we have. Okay. Same setup with AVAX. With AVAX, I just took the equilibrium of that liquidity gap and bid that and put the stops above that high. Then it made me confident that Solana would come down to this level, even though that was a fairly big move, which is 17% down. That was really the target, and it completed trade here for a 6-hour trade. Okay, it's the same thing. By knowing the flow of Bitcoin, the order flow of Bitcoin, we know what the flow of other coins as well. It's like everything is connected, everything is correlated to Bitcoin. Just what I said last week, that trading altcoins is like trading Bitcoin on leverage. that if you are expecting a move on Bitcoin, therefore you can expect a bigger move on altcoins, which is correct. Just correct here. We had an 11% on Bitcoin, and we had a 17% on altcoins. Okay, then that's it for Solana. Pretty much the same. And I didn't trade this, I just charted this last night. Next we have Link, which was a loss, because this one was the Robinhood listing. Yeah, if it weren't for that listing, I think this level would hold quite well and completed the trade with no problem at all. But things like this happen, and that's just it. It was the same concept as Bitcoin, as the other coins, just scammed it up and continued to trace downwards. For Link, I'm expecting for it to hit this level. This level is next, and yeah, not much to say because there's really not much to say. Okay, for continued upside, I'm expecting it to, not this one, at least get this one, at least close above here, then we can target this, then we can target this, then we can target this. Okay, there's pretty much no rush. Just be patient, and you'll save money, and you'll make money. Okay, let's see what we have next. We have Atom for a trade. Okay, for one group, I said that we can short 8.6, then continued for a negative 19% move, but we did have a trade here, not this one, okay, but this one. Okay, since I observed that Atom was being, let's just say, Atom was being really weak at the moment. Like this was a really fast retrace from Atom compared to other coins. That's why I bid here at this support. As you can see here, I bid this level. I bid this level, and I compounded it with the other, just in case Atom decided to pump higher. There was a compounding trade here, ready for it to be bidded at. Okay, but this was already enough, I guess, for Atom to reach this level right here. And I did say there was a long there at that level. Then the level was hit, and this one was a support. Then it also was a value area high, a volume level, and I did say we should long there and TP out for a 10% move, and we did get a 10% move, and even more than that, a 12% move, which was a good trade. And that was a good trade. And Am I expecting any upside from Atom? I am, if we close above this level, which we aren't closing above right now. So no longs yet. But am I expecting downside even more? It depends. If we get acceptance below this level, then this level is the next target. Okay, fairly very simple. A very simple plan. Okay, no need to rush. So acceptance means trading below this level, then just continuing to this level. Okay, that's it for Atom. We have Ethereum. Next, we have Ethereum. For this one, I did say that this was a long together with Epic. Okay, 1014 gave a 10% bounce. Okay, we had no trades for Ethereum, as this wasn't really a price action that I'm comfortable trading. When it dipped, there wasn't really a liquidity gap that we can bid on, or a candle, a liquidity gap candle that we can bid on. So that's why I didn't have any trade with Ethereum. But I guess that's okay. That we had 5 successful trades and 1 loss. So that's a quick explanation of how I traded these levels throughout the week, and how I got the flow with Bitcoin. Okay. In addition to that, I continuously monitored market cap dominance of USDT and BTC.D. I guess I don't know what's happening here, but they were both bullish here at that time. They were getting ready to squeeze up, since it was gaining momentum here and losing momentum here, and my indicators showed purple here, which is a signal for a potential flip, which I was expecting, just because I knew the flow with Bitcoin here. Okay, then I was correct after all. We did have the flip of this EMA, and we did continue upside and took that and targeted the liquidity gaps within. So, and that's all good. The same thing happened with BTC.D. I just couldn't show it, but it has the same structure with BTC.D. Okay, so what does this mean? When market cap USDT is bullish, it just means that people are willing to de-risk or take money out of altcoins. Okay, take money out of altcoins. So that's a bearish signal for altcoins. And if it's let's say bullish together with BTC, it just means that people are taking out money on altcoins and putting it in Bitcoin. Okay, that's what I have continued saying, that longing altcoins is a short on Bitcoin because it takes liquidity, and that liquidity and that change in liquidity from Bitcoin is a short on Bitcoin, and when more people are short on Bitcoin, that means that the market isn't going to do as well, because altcoins are correlated with Bitcoin heavily, and you can connect the dots yourself. Okay, then we were right about the forecast that we were going down this week. I tweeted it too, that this is a week that we we are going to short. Okay, and it the and yeah, it was a very good forecast coming from me. Okay. um I guess that's it for this video. I explained the plan for each coin. The plan for Bitcoin is actually the same for the plan for any altcoin. Like if Bitcoin is bullish, you can just long any altcoin you see, right? Instead of longing Bitcoin, let's say you have in spot, you want to long something on spot. Okay, if Bitcoin is bullish and approaching support, when it reaches that area of support, you can just long your altcoin. Altcoin. So instead of uh let's say instead of mm, instead of charting your altcoin and you expect, let's say, a high volatility on it, or it's highly correlated with Bitcoin, when Bitcoin is at support, you can long your altcoin instead for a bigger move than Bitcoin. But this time around, Bitcoin did outperform some altcoins with 12% move, and uh, it outperformed Ethereum, and it happens sometimes. But just stick to the plan, and you'll be fine. Okay, that's it for my plan this week. I mean, yeah, that's my plan for the coming days, and that's how I look at price action. Okay. If you have any questions, you can just tag me in general. Please tag me, as I'm not that active in. I won't see your message if you don't tag me. Okay. So there we have it. These are the levels to watch. Then don't watch any other levels, in my opinion. Do the exact same thing I did, and it will have a pretty high win rate. Okay, so thanks for watching. See you on Wednesday, as I will be doing midweek market updates. And alright, see you next week, and have a good weekend, and try to touch some grass outside. There's really nothing to do this weekend with the market. Alright, see ya.